So I was trying to think of a way to start this episode. And the topic that I want to talk about is how we hold ourselves back and self-sabotage. And I realized that we have opportunities for self-sabotage constantly. So even just getting ready to start this video, if I'm nervous about it and worried about am I going to say the right things and am I going to start the right way and am I going to have the perfect story, and if I delay putting it off, then maybe I'll never get to the video, or maybe I'll post it late, and that'll uh, cause my audience to question my consistency. Or maybe I'll feel nervous about it, so my voice will be shaky and timid, and I'll just be worried about getting my ideas across, and am I saying the right thing? And all those things will impact how you receive this message. If it comes across to you as information that you could use in your own lives, or if it comes across to you as like, who's this? Why does he sound so nervous and scared? Like, all these things affect the results that I'll get as a podcaster and doing these videos and as a coach and sharing this message with people. And this is self-sabotage. This is how we hold ourselves back, because we go into our daily routines with certain beliefs about how the world works and our place in it. And if we feel insecure, if we feel unsafe, if we feel like maybe we're not good enough, and who are we to be talking about these things, it's going to show up in the results that we get in our business. This is self-sabotage. It's very easy to see in other people. It's not always so easy to see in ourselves. So Mike Sutton here for the Be Build Have podcast, and I am doing this both as audio and video. So if you're a subscriber to the podcast, then you'll hear the audio of this. If you want to check out the high resolution video, you can look at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/BeBuildHave. I'll post it also on Facebook. Or you can look at the episode channel for this podcast, which I'm pretty sure is bebuildhave.com/106. And self-sabotage is the topic for the day. And when I think about results, the thing that I'm believing more and more, the thing that I started with, that I knew I was working towards, is that I am responsible 100% for the results that I get in my life. The results that I get in my business are a reflection of me as the business owner. And everything that happens to me, I am essentially doing to myself. So this is where we're going to start, is what does self-sabotage sound like? So when I went through those statements, you're responsible for the results that you get. You are 100% responsible for everything that happens to you in your life. Does that feel like blame or justification that, see, you deserve what you're getting because you're not a good person? What does that feel like? Does that make you feel defensive, or does that make you feel empowered? So this is going to be your first clue as to whether you are self-sabotaging or not. If those messages make you feel empowered because it makes you realize that you're in control and you can get whatever result you want when you're in the driver's seat, you're not at the mercy of everybody else, that's going to feel good. That's taking responsibility for your life. But if you hear those statements and think, see, if I was a better person, then I could get better results, or you don't understand because my situation is really bad and you don't have to deal with what I have to deal with. The first thing that we're looking at here is, what does self-sabotage sound like? And it sounds like excuses. It sounds like justification, and it sounds like blame, whether I'm blaming myself or whether I'm blaming other people. If I am making excuses, blaming, and justifying the results or my behavior or whatever, that is what self-sabotage sounds like. So what does self-sabotage feel like? If you find that you're spending a lot of your time worrying or anxious, or if you feel a lot of fear and self-doubt, if you feel that combination of overworked and underpaid or overwhelmed, that's what self-sabotage feels like. Because our bodies, we as people, are designed here to be healthy, happy, and successful. We're not here to be anxious and afraid and cowering. We're here to engage with other people, to share our gifts and to take advantage of their gifts so that we can all support and love and encourage each other and grow together. That's what we exist for. It is our purpose. It's how we're made. It's what we're made for. So if we're spending our time feeling anxious, upset, fearful, worried, overwhelmed, outmatched, any of these things. That's what self-sabotage feels like. So what does self-sabotage look like? It could look like clutter, and my desk is a little bit cluttered right now. I think that's probably always been an issue for me. But I'm definitely managing it a lot better. It looks like lateness. If you're chronically late for appointments, if you're chronically missing deadlines or waiting until the last minute and always feel rushed and like you're rushing around and busy. Busyness is another big one. If you are constantly busy and not actually getting the work done, if you're rushing around, if you are out of balance and you're spending too many hours at work and not getting enough done, or if you're not spending enough hours at work because you can't just get yourself motivated to get in there and do it, this is what self-sabotage looks like. So we've talked about what it sounds like. We've talked about what it feels like. We've talked about what it looks like. What is it actually telling us? What it's revealing to us is an area where we have a belief that's driving our actions and therefore driving our results that's holding us back. It's a limiting belief, something that we need to look at that we believe about ourselves, about business, about money, about sales and marketing, about operations, about other people, about our place in the world. Something we believe is holding us back. Or the other thing that it could be telling us is that we have a conflicting goal. So I have a goal that says I want to be successful, which to my mind means making a lot of money. But then maybe I also have a belief subconsciously that making a lot of money would mean I'm a selfish person. So now I have this conflicting belief, and the stronger subconscious belief is always going to win. Our beliefs drive our behaviors, and our behaviors drive our results. If we're not getting the results that we want in our lives, we have to be able to trace that back to the things that we believe about ourselves, that we believe about the world, that we believe about business, money, relationships, all these things. And if we can sort out our beliefs, our results are 100% absolutely going to fall in line. It's been my experience. It's been the experience of so many people that I've done my interviews with on my hour-long Pain to Profits interviews on Mondays. And the deeper I get into this, the more I see that it's true. And that confidence competence loop is just building, because my coming into it, this was my premise, and it's being proven out. And every day I find it stronger and stronger. And the more I can move away from those self-sabotaging behaviors, from all those ways that I'm holding myself back, which I absolutely was not conscious of before. I was perplexed. I can't figure out why I'm getting the results that I'm getting. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm working, I'm going through all the behaviors, I'm doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just not getting the results I want because I was going into it with the wrong attitude, with bad core beliefs, with misinformation that were at the foundation of the action that I was trying to take. I had a lot of conflicting goals. I had a lot of limiting beliefs. And once these things started to be resolved, everything else would fall into place. And so that is my message for today. It's not a solution, it's not an answer, but the first thing you need to recognize is how you're holding yourself back. The only person in the world that can hold you back is you. So let's stop doing that. We'll start moving forward. We're all going to grow together. I've got some awesome ideas for the future of my coaching and for my podcasting. And I want to hear where you guys are. So reach out to me on social media at BeBuildHave on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. BeBuildHave.com is my website. And you can email me, mike@BeBuildHave.com. And if you want help figuring out how you're holding yourself back, to stop doing it, to start getting the results that you want in your business and in your life, you can work with me directly as a coach. And this is exactly the kind of thing that I've had a lot of success helping people deal with. Head over to the website, bebuildhave.com, and look for the Work With Mike tab at the top of the website. And we'll absolutely help get this sorted out, because this issue, this is it. This is the core issue. If we can help everybody get this sorted out, we may never have another business failure again. I don't want to overstate it, but that very well could be the case. So I certainly am willing to find out. I'm going to play my part. I want you to play your part. Let's get this all going together, and we'll all be just successful and happy and fulfilled, living the lives we want to live, building the businesses we want to build. So until we speak again, be the person you want to be, build the business you want to build, and have the successful life you want to have.